Welcome to the Spin Technology webinar. I'm Darren, the Executive Chairman of Spin Technology, and today we are joined by Autumn Fitio, Spin's Channel Partner Account Manager, and Jordan Mladenov with White Ops. A little about Autumn. She's a master chef, a hangman expert, can recite entire episodes of The Office, and is a Cold Stone Platinum member. Autumn, thanks for hosting today's webinar.
Hi, Darren. Thank you so much for having me today. So first, before we jump into our webinar and before I introduce our guest today, I want to talk a little bit about the partner program. So a little bit about the program is we have over 300 partners from 40 different countries, so all around the globe. Most of our partners are MSPs, MSSPs, and resellers. The program has 4 tiers, and those are authorized, silver, gold, and platinum. And the reason why we have the program is it's designed to maximize opportunities with our partners and their customers. So that's our main goal. Now, I want to show you a little bit of an insight on the tools that we have to help our partners win. Some of those are co-hosted webinars, like, for example, what we're doing today. We have infographics on best practices in working from home for COVID-19 and a number of different things. We do co-branded research, and we also have certifications for our resellers to get them certified in our solution. So I want to introduce our guest today, Jordan with White Ops. Hey Jordan, how's it going?
Hey Autumn, it's going great. Thanks a lot for having me here. Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Mladenov, and I'm the cloud business manager here at White Ops. White Ops is a premier Google Cloud partner, reseller, and professional services provider, and we offer the complete spectrum of GCP services, features, and support. And on top of that, we also work with Spin Backup, who are our great partner for anything related to G Suite security.
Great. Thanks so much. And so we're going to go ahead and jump in. We have a few questions for Jordan today. The first one is, what is the top cyber risk you see in your business?
Well, ever since the COVID-19 elapsed and people got quarantined, we've seen actually a surge in many cyber risks. So I don't think that there is a single top one. But for example, I saw that phishing is up 600%, which also in terms led to ransomware being up, I think 150%. So there is a lot more to think about nowadays, that people are not sitting comfortably within their office, protected by their company's firewalls and different systems to keep them protected, but are actually working from home. So there are a lot more security tools that need to be taken into account, need to be put in place in order to protect those users from making the mistake of actually clicking any of those links or filling in any of those malicious forms. And but I personally cannot say what is the single biggest one. I think that those numbers by themselves are pretty impressive to be considered maybe the biggest or one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think right now it's really important to keep an eye on these things and what's going on within the organization. All right, so the next question we have here is, what can companies do to protect themselves from ransomware or phishing?
Well, providers are constantly investing in complex systems to prevent such type of attacks, but so are the attackers. So that in that never-ending game of cat and mouse, no matter how much a company is investing in such protection activities, the human factor will almost always play a central role. So if a user doesn't download the malware or click on the link and enter their information, then the company would most likely be protected. So sadly, one cannot just expect that out of their 5,000, for example, employees, nobody is going to react to a crafty email, which may come from anyone. It may come from a friend, from a partner, their CEO. So what companies can do is actually a lot of them are running controlled phishing simulations so that they can gain better visibility on how their staff will respond to when they receive a phishing email. they're also implementing cybersecurity awareness training for employees across the whole board, and they should emphasize on the importance of phishing reporting, because whenever one receives an email that they can consider phishing, they must definitely go to their system admin and or a security officer and inform them that they suspect this email is phishing, so that the security officer can take some measures in place and protect the rest of the company. But those are just a few of the different methods that a company can incorporate to protect themselves from phishing attempts. And for example, in my case, whenever a customer asks me what they can do to better protect from ransomware and phishing, especially for G Suite, then always my direct response is check out Spin, because it includes app risk assessment, it includes backup for your previous versions, and this way you can always revert back to the files even if something happens. So usually my direct response to a phishing question or ransomware question would be go to Spin and use their service.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, but all the phishing emails and ransomware, the hackers are starting to get a lot smarter. So we have to adapt as well and be more protected.
All right, so I think we have another question here. What do you see as the gaps in IT?
I would start with maybe lack of standards, as how should the whole security process be done. So for the majority of our customers, they have very high security standards, so that doesn't apply to them at all. But there were a few who didn't have such standards in place. So what they needed and what they relied on was actually our expertise and Spin's expertise to help them fill in those gaps and bring them to the level of the larger organizations who have taken that in place, to make sure that the whole organization is secured in a very rigorous manner.
So we have another question here. What is the future of distributed work?
Well, I think that the future is now. I think, and looking at the statistics of, for example, from Google, I can see a massive surge in their G Suite demand. So people have already started implementing and working on G Suite for work collaboration. Just today, Google announced that Meet is free for everyone. So I think that there is going to be a massive surge also in their Meet software for teleconferencing, screen sharing, webinar streaming. So from an IT perspective, all those softwares are going to and are already enabling the continuity of the working process. And in the future, I expect that things are not going to go straight to normal, obviously. So for people to start everybody to go to the office, I think that countries and governments are going to do that gradually. And I'm not sure if it will ever again be like 100% of the workforce being in the office, or something like 50-50% ratio from work from home, work from office, then rotating shifts. That's basically what I think is going to be happening in the immediate future.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how things play out for everyone, and that's working from home and adjusting back to that office life. All right, so we have one last question here, and it's how can SpinOne help your customers?
Well, actually, you already are helping our customers, and we're very happy and excited about our partnership, because we have customers across all your products, and they use them for example, they use Spin Backup for additional peace of mind in case they ever need to restore anything. Last week, I spoke with a few leads, which was interesting because apparently they appreciate your generosity for the unlimited storage and file retention which you offered. So they're basically backing up. They want to back up their Google Drive files, delete them from their Google Drive, and then just have more free space there while using your tool for storage, which is something, to be honest, I hadn't considered before. So we have customers that also use your ransomware protection. your ability to block ransomware attacks automatically in real time, and your security engine that detects harmful changes to cloud environments and prevents valuable data from being infected by ransomware is actually something that is kind of a bestseller for us when I'm speaking to customers. And also a large group of our clients, they like your app risk assessment functionality, so that they don't have to worry that much about the apps that are connected with their G Suite. It saves their administrators a lot of time to audit every single risk factor. So when you give them full visibility over their data, by whether it's by monitoring employees or whether by monitoring applications who have access to their G Suite, and you give them the ability to see and detect abnormal cloud user behavior, this is a game changer for them when it comes to time saving. And also it helps them a lot when we're talking about compliance. So generally, you are helping us across the full board of with all your products.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jordan. That was amazing. We love to hear how much your customers love the solution, and we hope that there are more customers out there that can get on the whole SpinOne solution. So, everyone, I think that is a wrap. Jordan, do you have any final thoughts for us?
No, I thank you very much for having me over. It was great seeing you. It was great talking with you, and I wish everybody to stay strong, and let's hope that soon we'll be allowed to go outside and enjoy life again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you everyone for tuning in from home. That is a wrap on today's webinar with Jordan from WideUp. I'm Autumn, the channel partner account manager here at Spin. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at partners@spin.ai.